Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Bitcoin just made new all-time highs. Let's just jump right into it. Let's go starting off with the monthly. You know the monthly levels already, marked in purple. These are the important swings that I'm watching within this range. And we'll just mark 71K. And we got 9 days till the monthly closes. So if we close above 102,411, that is a great area to definitely get long on Bitcoin. If we do close above it, you would definitely want to look for a pullback and then continuation higher, for instance. Right now we are strong into the monthly as we make new all-time highs. That is what you are basically looking for. We can get as low as 95, but 102,000.4 is your monthly level of support on Bitcoin. Now let's just go into the weekly. This weekly level that I'm watching right here is going to be 104.4. We did close above it, and what did it do right after you close above a weekly level? Actually, let me mark this in a different color so you can see. Mark it in that nice teal color for weekly. You closed above it. After you closed above it, what did you do? You retested another weekly, which coincides with that monthly level that I marked earlier at 102.4 as well. So that gave a retest. Now, what I'm looking at right now is, okay, these levels here are now tested. I use this little eclipse oval to say, hey, this is tested. So if price was going to come back down on Bitcoin right now, is what do you have to be looking for instance? If we know these levels are tested, it is less likely that it's going to hold. So if we do come back to 104.4K, it could hold there on the monthly, but keep in mind it is tested, so you want to use proper risk management there, because if you do fail below on the weekly time frame, below 104.4K, what is likely going to happen is you're going to come down and you're going to probably fail, make a new low below 100,000.7, which I'm marked here if you look at the y-axis of the chart. Then your valid short would be to retest here on the weekly, and then you have a play here up to 96,000 on Bitcoin, which is another great area to long, right? If you close below, then you are looking below as well too. You have built a lot of weekly support around these levels as well. So areas of interest that I like here is I like 98,000. This is tested. So 98,000 is a great level to hold if we do come right around there on the weekly. I'm not going to overcomplicate this and go too deep within those levels, but this is what you'll have to look for on the higher time frame. Right now we made new all-time highs. So basically what has happened is you have a high, you have a low, you have a higher high, and then what is expectation if you're going to be trending up? What is this? It's going to be a higher low relative to this low here, right? And the expectation is new high, right? That's expectation. Yes, we could always make a lower high relative to here and go lower, but we're going to take it step by step. I'm only interested in this part here for now, and depending how price reacts within those weeks and within those days, then you can make your decision of, hey, where are we heading next? Now the next question you're probably asking is, how high is Bitcoin going to go, right? Where are we going to stop? Well, you're basically going to be pushing new highs in a bullish market on Bitcoin, and basically what I like to look for is psychological levels. What are psychological levels? I like levels that are clean and flat to basically figure out, hey, where is price going? So for instance, 120,000 is something that is psychological. It's a nice big clean level. 125,000 for instance is a nice level. I like to take it like step by step, something in increments. Whatever sounds nice to you, that's what makes psychological levels, right? Another good way is to project. How do you project? Well, I like to use Fibonacci's, and I actually have one projection that you can go all the way back. I actually learned this from this guy, Neil Skinner. Check him out. Shout out to him. So basically what you look for, you mark. So this is a projection from 2018. So how do you mark this projection, right? So you have your high, right? That's your high. And this is your low within that range, right? And then you're going to look, what was the failure to go higher and what was the failure to go lower than that low, right? So we're going to take our fib and you can basically mark that. So this is the failure to go higher than 20,100, right? And this is your failure to go lower. I have the wrong setup here. Let me change that. See, I even have a market Skinner. Shout out to him. His name is Neil Skinner. So this is your projection. High, low, failure to go higher, failure to go lower. Meaning failure to go lower. When I say failure to go lower than here. And then failure to go higher than here. That's how you get your projection. And this projection actually has been playing out for a while now. As you can see on the previous all-time highs at 60,000, whatever, 65,000, what did it do? Reject, came down, rejected again, came down, gave you a retest of the 25,000 level here that held as support. What it did, the 2618 held as support, the 3618 held as support when you wanted to buy the dip, right? And now what is it doing? The 5618 held as support, and now we're projecting the next level of projection that I'm looking at for Bitcoin. Like I said, 20,000 is the psychological level. You see the projection here is around 118,000 as the level for Bitcoin. This is technically a major profit taking zone, right? If you hold above the 8618, you have projections all the way up to 225,000, right? But if you don't get above the 8618, then you can look for you're going to look for the next fib, which is half of that, and that is going to be the 4618. So I'm going to mark an arrow. If we reject that at 118,000, I would be looking at 65,000. That's just a projection. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but it could happen. So that's what I'm currently looking for right now on the higher time frame of where I'm possibly expecting Bitcoin to pull back. It could be around this area. I'll clean up the chart a little bit more. On Bitcoin, let's just move it to the daily just to see what is going on. Yeah, they really much tested the top range of this. So we're just going to look locally right now. What did they do? What did they didn't do? They tested that. So that's your last level of daily support at 105,000 if you're looking for pullbacks to get long and playing the trend. And basically your stop loss would want to be here, or at this low 102, long 105, expecting 118. Any failure, you go down. We can go this to lower at the 4 hour. This looks bullish right now. 4 hour support would be right here and right here, right? I don't want to go lower than the 4 hour. There's no reason to buy up here. There's no reason to short up here. If you're not in a position, do not get in a position at 111,000. You're basically gambling at that point. Alrighty, got anything out of the video? You can always join our Discord direct recovery room. You can ask any questions you like in there, and hope to see you in there as well. Take care.